In any case, let's get on with it. So it's our new Persian Empire. We are mooching our way to victory. Well, our victory. It looks pretty good. We recently folded the Indians, and that's given us a big fat stack of, well, not factories, that's for sure. Certainly a big fat stack of resistance and a lovely amount of manpower. Loving that. Extensive conscription, and we shouldn't ever need more than that at this rate. It's hard enough to fill out the ranks as it is. We are short on artillery infantry equipment, and we're always short on bleeding trucks. I wonder if there's anybody we can start this run off by mooching to. I mean, look at that. The Americans certainly have some more that they could be giving us, so it's time to activate the mooch. I think I'll start off by just cancelling what I have with them right now, and then going and mooching with them shortly after. Is anybody else capped out on the moochings here? There's plenty of other stuff being delivered, and I'm still waiting on some of that stuff to come from you, Germany. Hop to it. Okay, so what's the plan now? The Allies are certainly reeling from the defeat, but we can expect Hitler to want his holiday home in the Soviet Union real soon. Actually, I don't know exactly when he declares. Somebody said it was the middle of 41. Shows how well I remember my dates. I don't have a good memory whatsoever, so never mind that. In any case, he's going to do it eventually, so I should probably ready myself for my gut punch into the Soviet Union. But I need to make sure that the Italians don't lose Northern Italy. They're doing a great job of ruining everything here. And although I've sent you guys in to try and take this, I have a feeling that my Garbo garrison divisions aren't going to be very good for the offense here. I do have you guys who might be able to do something of an offense. You do have a minute amount of artillery and some support equipment. What are you guys even made of? It's just 6-0 with support arty, and yet they have support equipment. I didn't think support artillery used support equipment. Could have sworn somebody said they didn't. Where are you? Ah, I did get them shovels. I don't ever recall giving you shovels, but it must have happened. Okay, right, let's fix our lines then. For one, you guys are going to get rid of your fallback line because there's no risk of this falling anytime soon. And instead, your front line is going to be here, and we will do what we can to push the Allies out of there. I want to snaffle their supplies at Tobruk, but now they have supplies coming in from Benghazi. They've got motorized, God knows what else they have, but my Italian friends are cut off and very likely to be destroyed over there. So I feel for them. So you guys help out with that. I will not have you guys throw your lives away for it, though. You hold yourselves back a bit. Just hold on to this for me. 17 divisions needed, and you have 44. Is that really right? Only 17 divisions for this enormous front? I'm going to have to cut this in half at some point. One of this will be, say, India and East, and the other part will be Persia and West, because otherwise they're going to be moving from side to side and leave gaps that I really don't want, but I don't think I need to do that just now. Or actually, maybe it would be a good idea to do that now. I don't know, because I threw a lot of these awful garrison divisions just to make bulk up on this line. So I don't know about that. Well, I think I do know, actually. I will grab all of you. Is there a way to just grab all of this type of... double click. There we go. Ooh, wow, that's so easy to know how to do. I love it. Okay, do you guys have any of those? No, you actually have people that know how to fight. Right, so you also know how to fight, but you're just garrison, you're my motorized, and you're a... Why do I have two garrisons just here? I think I just have you here to hold this line. Makes sense, you'll at least wait for the shovels to come on in. Okay, then I'll do it thusly. I will probably not need all of you, but let's sort this out. Hopefully I only ever need to do this once. We won't have you take care of this. We'll just have you do everything here and westward, and you claim you only need 12 divisions. So I'm going to take all of you, because I know the select all button. There we go. And I only want about half of you, but not quite half. I'll give you... How many did you say you needed? 12. So I'll give you, say, double that, which would be 24. And I'll give you, like, 6 extra, just because I'm feeling generous. Wait, this is the opposite of what I want. I wanted to have anything but that. Alright, well, let's just grab these this side then. I'm gonna take all of you poor buggers, which is certainly taking people from over here that shouldn't be taken away from this, but what you gonna do? And assign you over to here, and then your job will be to garrison all the naval bases around here. God knows how many troops you'll need for it, but I certainly don't want anybody landing on my beloved catch known as India. And it was a good catch. Maybe not include Goa. Goa is... if Portugal ever joins the Allies. At least I'll be able to take it quickly, but it'd be terrible if the Allies used that as a bit of a beachhead. You barely need anyone for this, but I will need some extra help over here, I'm quite certain, because I do intend on taking Siam. It does feel like I have a bit too many, though, doesn't it? Do we have any that are over in and around here? Looks like all these recently deployed buggers. Yeah, they can stay with you then. So you're going to be my 2 loads of just garrison. Now, an offense into Siam. And then there's you guys. Right. You seem to know what you're doing. I'll hold you, and I will... you still need to clean this up, though, don't you? Yeah. Alright, you guys are going to finish this off. These poor people are completely stranded, so I'm certain you'll be able to destroy them. Yeah, just move on in. There's very little reason to not just destroy them right now. Let's not let this opportunity pass us by. Yeah, I doubt they're going to make it. And then, are you already moving in there? You certainly are. Okay, but once you're done with that, I will want... Well, for one, I want my trucks over here, because I am going to take on Siam. It's just, it does risk poking Japan a little too brazenly, but just the idea of taking over Singapore is too good to be true. How can one place have so many resources? It's like mini America. Pro tip, if you want also garrison the sides next to a port, build level 1 forts next to the port, and order the garrison to guard forts as well. That seems like a big investment for a guy that has very few factories. Look at this is pathetic. Outrageously pathetic. I'll look at production shortly. For now, though, I want those motorized of mine to push into Bangkok. How hard could it be? Just go there, all of you, and make your way into Bangkok. It's probably not going to be enough to kill them, but should give me a good idea of how much I need to destroy them with. I think I'm going to send these 10 over to this front, and then this 24 over to here. In fact, I'll get rid of all your orders and tell you to come on over here and just have a general attack order. Yeah, how hard could it be? Aggressively, of course. And Italy doesn't want anything. There's resistance. There might be too much resistance. I think I will shift myself over to resistance suppression, just to drop resistance target by 5% everywhere, because it's going to grow and it's going to cost me manpower and perhaps a lot more importantly infantry equipment. Was I ever planning on mooching from Papa Stalin? I don't know how much of anything he has. He doesn't like me, but you know what? I think it's worth giving it a go. Let's try and improve relations and just see how much mooching can be done. I know it'll be expensive, but everything's expensive. Just go and get it done. Just how gamey can Paradox game design get? Singapore. Well, what's the basis for it? Was Singapore really an industrial might of pulling tungsten out and grabbing rubber? It's greedy that they get steel and aluminium as well. Is there anywhere that is more valuable than that? Texas has outrageous amounts of oil. Come on, give me some resource map mode. Some lovely iron over in Europe, isn't there? Oh, yummy, I remember grabbing you. Remember grabbing you as well. Rubber, certainly yes. Don't know about tungsten. If it's chromium, it's all about Turkey, right? Man, that is the home of making tanks. Okay, so that should get that done nicely. Units ready to deploy. I'm always queuing up my trucks. I'm always queuing up more garrison because I really want to help Hitler and Mussolini garrison Europe. I don't want them getting the drop on them by... let's just queue up as many of these as we can. 31, is that really enough? I don't think so. I want a lot of them. It'll take forever to get this infantry equipment. And I'm certainly not producing much of it myself. I'm just taking it off of my friends, but that's okay. I do have some spare factories to assign, though. Maybe I should start making my own infantry equipment. I'm alright on the tanks right now, it's just I always need more artillery. Artillery is where I burn the hardest. Maybe I'll set this to ×5 and set up for more artillery. Although there's also something to be said for finally making my own planes. There's also something to be said for the fact that I have all the tungsten I need, so let's cancel our imports of that. Okay, should be fine. Should be even better when this is fine. Garrison units with their own gun. Well, that's fine. We provide the manpower, they provide the guns. It's also something we're thinking about that maybe, just maybe, I could help my allies out by sending them fuel. I have a lot of fuel gain, don't I? I'm producing 1.2 thousand... Was that per day? So if I help out Hitler by giving him 100 fuel per day, surely that's going to help out my good ally? There we go, I'll do the same for Italy. This is just how nice I am. It's high time I paid something back, given everything that I've taken from my allies. I'm not going to give that to Uncle Sam, though. He'd see it as an insult, I'm sure. So it wants me to deploy my trucks, not going to happen. What else is needed? Can modify government, but I won't. We're at war, I know that. Could modify my core. I really should have looked into which of these are any good. But I have no idea. Supply consumption down sounds really good immediately. Air fuel consumption, supply consumption. 100 fuel isn't much. I know it's not much, but I gotta do something. Is anyone moving in on this? I do still want this taken over, please. You guys are moving on that, you're on there, you're moving in there. Excellent. Don't want any gaps appearing here. There we go. My allies are no doubt incredibly gracious for me giving them all that fuel. And what would make me really, really gracious is the US giving me some Lend-Lease. I would like some... Jeez, what am I even short on these days? Trucks, infantry equipment, and artillery. Same stuff I always want, but I'd really like some anti-air. I mean, I've always wanted some anti-air, but I don't think I'm ever really going to get any. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's just continue to request stuff. Trucks, infantry, artillery. Uncle Sam never wants to give me artillery. He's a real sourpuss sometimes. And I don't need light tanks. We produce those fine, but I need casts and fighters. And he won't give me convoys because I'm not short on those. So thanks, Uncle Sam. Those 8,000 guns are gonna be really useful. The arsenal of democracy. As understood. As understood by Persia. Probably not the best idea to be going across the river on this one, but I do need to get into here. What if we all just hold an attack like that? That looks much better. Where's my Air Force at, anyway? I haven't been looking at you in a fair while. There's not really any fighting that you need to help out too much with, so how about you move over here and help with that? What even are you? You're my fighters. You're my real ragtag of other people's fighters. What else do we have sitting around? Well, we got both of you, but I doubt you'll be able to help out with this at such short range. I will, however, need you over here in... it's going to be kind of hard to figure out how to get them all in. I mean, I'm sending 300 fighters over. Fighters aren't CAS. Green is CAS, right? So how about I take you, I split you in half again, and send you over here to help with that as well. That should help shoot some of them down. Then I can split you and... well, I know I'm going to need someone over here. I'll sort them out later. It's nice to have these big, empty units of the... Oh, hang on, I just had a brilliant-ish idea. I'm going to consolidate my Air Force once we've finished off all of this. Oh my goodness, Hitler wants to keep providing me stuff. Oh, I'm flattered. Thank you kindly. Probably be a while before I can request some lend-lease off of Papa Joe, but we'll get there. Thank you for the 200 tons of heavy weapons, Mr. Hitler. Here, I found this dirty old rag in the garbage bin. I think that makes us even now. Hey, that rag is extremely flammable. And I'm sure Hitler is grateful for everything I've done. Uh-oh, my logistics fulfillment is not. Bye-bye trucks. It's okay, though. I assume that if you don't have the trucks, it defaults over to using... Oh, Christ, what am I doing? I'm meant to be justifying a war goal on you. I want to conquer... takes 30 days, huh? Is there any reason to justify on both places instead of just one? Anyway, let's justify on Siam. Don't know if they'll get guaranteed or anything. Ah, they are guaranteed, by the United Kingdom no less. That's fine, that'll pull them in on the... My goodness, Patna does not want to fall, does it? What exactly do they have in here? Fully encircled Free Frenchmen. Well, the CAS will come in and start obliterating them. There we go. Encircled, air superiority by us. Damn right, get out of here. You guys get out of here as well. How's that line looking over in Italy? Nay, amazing. And you guys are still trying to rush on in. Why don't you actually try and help for once? You don't appear to want to help, but do so anyway. Those poor Italians, they're probably not going to survive, much as I try. They're still trying to go over here. Oh, because I still have this area on... I still had that area on garrison. Well, not yet. That time will come, but I need to kick the allies out of here. And once you guys are done playing with your food here, you're going to be set over to help. Oh, the supply situation here is probably really, really grim. Oh yeah, we can see those trucks suffering already. And I have no trucks to help them with their supply here either now, do I? This is in red. Why would this be in red? Probably all these enemy fleets, so I should almost certainly connect you up by rail. So let's get that one done. Yeah, it's just level 1 rail coming out here. Don't know if that's going to be enough to save the day. So... We got level 2 rail over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into you. And then let's bump you up a touch. Can I bump you up a touch as well? There we go, get it up to level 2. Although maybe that's not going to be enough anyway. Still, we'll bring you up. You'll be done in the 3rd of December, so it will be in time for our war. Hopefully we'll get some supplies down for my poor starving trucks. Okay, for the love of God, could you finish off these last accursed Free Frenchmen? Is Hitler even helping here? That's probably the Gabrig's division. There we go. Lovely, lovely stuff. Now, you guys hold and strategically redeploy yourselves over here. And please, please, please kick the Allies out of North Africa. And then I'll be sure to garrison you up as much as possible. Who are these guys? Oh, they just hold this point. They're just there for just in cases. I would like to probably have you train, so at least you're not completely newbies. Jake, I had a thought about how to get your Persia goal. You probably already thought about it. That's assuming a bit much. But if you become successful enough, you can overtake the Reich, become leader of the Axis. Once you do that, you get Italy, right? I had no idea you could overtake someone as the ruler of the faction, but I'm pretty sure right now the German Reich is far stronger than we are. They have 321 factories. We have... I don't even know where to check, but probably not that much. How do you check your own stats like that? Oh, there we go. I can get my intel ledger. Yeah, I've got 55 factories. So not good. Very not good. Sure wish I had an easy way to get a lot more of them. Reopen the Burma Road. China will get access to 2 free military. I think not. I think absolutely not. Just ask them for their factories. I'd have to really put on the mooch for that. Okay, so supply is going to burn here, but hopefully it'll stop burning once I complete my railway. Meanwhile, garrisons move into position. And we hope upon hope that we can kick the Allies out of here. Oh, but those Italians are dead to rights. Just walk into Benghazi, you idiots! Secure the supply for yourself. These guys are still marching. Tell you what, if you want to march on over, go and open up a line to the Italians there. Get them some much-needed supply. Insufficient resources, so still a little short on steel, barely short on aluminium, but both these problems should be dealt with when I take over. Whoa now, Bulgaria, nobody said you're allowed to cancel the Lend-Lease with me. Nobody said that. I want your guns. Oh, they want to contain a country which we are, or may be, fighting. I want all your stuff, as usual. Do you have any fighters? Got any transport planes? You can't outmooch the moocher. I'll be having my goods. Still feeling that burn on infantry equipment, though. I'll probably always feel that burn, though. Unfortunately, I'm also going to be feeling the hell of a burn on my resistance. And I don't have enough manpower or equipment. I'm short 1,700 infantry equipment. I thought I set my guys here to be the top dogs at draining my equipment. Where do I even do that again? Garrisons, high priority. They're getting them where these garrisons already have them. That's a shame. Well, I'm expecting to bring in more. It'll be fine, I hope. Set reinforcements at high as well. Does that include reinforcements for them? Reinforcements aren't high. So are garrisons. Operations are not. Supply trucks are definitely not. Although maybe they should be. Supply is good. I don't think trucks get bombed that much. There's not much of an allied bombing run on me as far as I can tell. Ugh, this supply situation is grimbo. I'm really hoping this railway network sorts things out. What I should probably do is set this to do not use once we have the railway set up. We had that awful problem with Sweden as well. Alright, we almost have Tobruk, but we don't. I'm sure someday we will. Oh, this is nasty stuff for us. I need Tobruk. Interestingly, I might even get it. This looks quite nice. Did I give the Reds a duty here? I did, but they're taking a while to get there. I said I would sort out my air wings, and I have an idea for that. Is there a way to just select all of my planes? Because that would be really handy right about now. I guess I can just clicky, clicky, clicky everywhere here. And that probably includes all the ones that are currently on missions as well. Right. Righty-tighty. Let's just consolidate all of you over here, and then I will sort you out. You're not needed there right now. The screen in the top right, the plane button. Gives me an overview of all of them. Very swell. Oh, nice! I did not expect that I'd be kicking the ass of the Allies even on this front. Come on, there's always some helping you can be doing. Get them out of Tobruk. Oh, those poor Italians! Anyway, I need Tobruk for those supplies, so take it over on the double stat. There we go. That should alleviate some issues. Not all of them, granted. And if you guys could kindly redeploy considerably faster. Oh, you are gonna get ravaged there. What are you even pushing in there for? I think they have a very strange idea of their duties. I'll tell them all to hold and then figure out what they're meant to do from there. Yeah, this is a really nice beachhead for the Allies. I just hope Italy can hold on the other side. Might be hoping for too much. I'd like to give myself air support, but unless I take over this air base, that won't be happening. Yeah. God, why do they love bombing so much? Damn the Allies. The Allies are monsters in Hearts of Iron 4. They don't hesitate to pull the nuclear option out. Okay, so what am I going to do with all these? I think I should... I hope merging this doesn't remove a lot of their training, but I'm merging them anyway. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to split off. I'm going to try to remember how to split these guys off. Well, whatever, I can just split you in half, can't I? Split you in half, and then probably just split you in half again. Do we know how to do that? It's D. I thought it was S. Could have sworn it was S. Right. Split you in half again. And then what do I want you to be? I think I want them all to be at 100. Yeah, that makes a bit of sense. But I also kind of want them to be at 100. I want them to be at full strength. I don't know if what I'm doing here is going to be effective at all, but it's what I'm choosing to do. So if those three are like that, maybe take you as well. Set you at 100. What happens if I then merge you? Ah, you're not set to 100 there. What if I then... Playing around with air wings because I don't do this often. Well, I don't do this. If I set you to 100, they'll be returned to reserves. Okay. So the reserve ones, I assume, will go and bolster the numbers of the others. Well, I hope they will. But I also want to split off one of these. And I want to set you to just be one... How do I set you to be just one? Just one plane here is all I'm looking for. And then I set your limits to be absolutely turbo maxed. And then I just tell you to wait around back home in and around Tehran. And then I guess I could do the same with you. Gonna assume. So split. And then take you down to 100. I was under the impression that 100 is the best one to have, because something like your aces bonus is the best with that. Or so I was told. No, there's a duplicate button, isn't there? That would be much easier to use. Where's the duplicate one? There we go. And I think I will have you set to just turbo max there. And I'll also have you set back here. Now I wonder if there's a way to set your reinforce limit specifically, or reinforce priority just for you. So if I say that you're low, nice, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, so for you, I'm going to set you down to Uno, and I'm going to set you to low, and like I said, you're the one that's coming back here. Very nice. And then I want to duplicate you, because I know we got space for more of you. And I might as well duplicate you as well. Excellent! My problem was when I had them set to reinforce to 1,000, they were considering them being 1,000 size when they were trying to assign themselves to places like this. So this should be considerably better. Now I can grab 100 of you, 100 of you, set you down here, and tell you to look after this area. And then the rest of you, so the ones that are not deploying elsewhere, I can tell all of you to head over to Alexandria and hope that I can move you over to Derna to eliminate the allies. Ah, good thinking, Jake. Potentially very good thinking. Hello, Jake. YouTube Scrub here, says the Sharpened Spork. How much more valuable is a Twitch view to you compared to a YouTube view? The allure of scrubbery is always enticing, but I don't want to shortchange you. Nobody should consider my well-being in that. I stream because I want to stream. So it's not a question worth worrying yourself with. Whether 20 people or 2,000 people are watching, I'm just happy to be streaming. maybe, just maybe, instead of moving like that, you could help out with this. I know you think we're losing. Oh my goodness, we actually did take this. I say we took it, but it was largely the exceedingly and suspiciously competent forces of the Italians. Oh, my planes aren't here yet, though. Ah, well, when they do get there, I'll tell them all to go and help out with this. Expertly done. Where are my red units? They are very slowly strategically redeploying over there. Very good. You can also set reinforcement priority for air wings. Little orange button. We got it. We've also... Oh yeah, that's just naval invasions on Italy. So why is Italy doing so well this time? Somebody said that because I took all of Italy's crappy World War I guns, they were forced to produce modern guns, and that's making them better at fighting. I don't know if I want to believe that, but it does sound believable, doesn't it? I said that before you found that out yourself. Ah, right, yes. It's alright. We're quick on the uptake around here. Some units are falling into position, and where in the world are my planes? Hurry up and get over to Alexandria. You'll be there at about midnight. Gotcha. Then you can finally help out with this fight. How about the supply situation? Oh, I'm not sure if that's linked up yet or not, but it doesn't look as bad as it could be. I think it's just that the flow of supplies has improved. What the? Is Japan giving me supplies? Why is this show being connected to Japan? I don't understand, and perhaps I never will. Always good to check on the mooching. This mooching has me in a very difficult situation, I would dare to say. Whenever I play as a miner again, I'm always going to be haunted by the thought that if I just mooch, I make a lot more supplies and equipment than I could ever get playing as that miner. It's difficult. Right, move over there and take to the skies. We need that Cass. And now for the moment of truth. When I declare war on Siam, they might bring in Japan. That causes me two problems. One, war with Japan. Two, I'm going to stop being able to mooch all of Japan's stuff off of them. Speaking of mooching, I couldn't help but feel that the Soviet Union could really help me out on this. I want your truck... Oh, you don't want to give me trucks? Maybe because they don't have any trucks. Do they have anything in the stockpile, actually? Ah, there we go. They got guns. If nothing else, it's worth it for the guns. Ooh, ah. It's got fighters for me. It doesn't have convoys for me, but what are you going to give me, Papa? That is pathetic. But every gun I take away from the Soviet Union now is a gun they won't have to fight Hitler with. There we go. That's the big thinking. See, that's why getting Lend-Lease from the United States is so damn strong. I wonder who else is willing to give me more stuff. The AI will never give you stuff you have a surplus of, says Sticky. Yeah. Well, Whoa, I actually have a surplus of artillery? How did this happen? Well, probably because I actually put a lot of emphasis on producing artillery. But that might mean that I can put that... put the 9.3 to use instead of what I'm currently using, which I think is the 10.2. Yeah, I'm using 10.2 and I'd far rather use 9.3. Fewer guns, more artillery, but it's not like I have a massive excess of them right now. Wait, I even have extra trucks? What the heck is going on? How can this be? Well, if that's the case, I want more trucks. It's a shame that my 5 trucks unit is really bad. I wish it was a lot better. I might give them some support artillery then. It doesn't slow them down, and it blasts up their soft attack something fierce. It's a really awful spearhead division, but at least it's fast. You can design begging divisions with just the things that you want temporary deficit of. It's kind of what I've been doing. Not entirely, though. But I do definitely want more trucks. I'll queue up more trucks, and I think I will edit my truck to have support artillery if nothing else. It's a big load of boom for very little cost. And it doesn't slow them down, that's what really surprises me. 5 trucks plus support art. Wait, that makes it look like it's self-propelled artillery. Ah, well, I know what I mean. Costs me this stuff. I'm not sure I want it to cost that stuff. Ah, whatever. They'll get it. And maybe with that, I can go to Papa Stalin and say, I'm short on trucks and arty. Could you throw those into the mix? Not yet, though, I suppose. Supply situation here is still ultimate grimbo. It's going to really suck for my trucks coming in, especially since they're not going to be getting that artillery I just told them to have. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure we can outdo Siam in a lot of ways. Just conquer them and just pray they don't join the co-prosperity sphere. Because if they do, then I've got a lot of problems on my hands. Everybody just march on in. There's no reason to slow down on this one. As for you, the red folk, getting into position here, activate your plan when you're on the front. Siam joined the Allies, so I'm spared any retribution from Japan. That is a huge weight off my shoulder. Some people were saying, you know, there's that risk they're going to join the co-pro, like they did when we played with Sweden, but seems like we're okay. So, well, that's some nice pushing immediately. That is some real nice pushing. So people are still talking about the meta for division designs. People that tell me 20 or 40 width, I'm not convinced anymore. That must just be people clinging to the old meta. 10 width is useful for a bunch of things, but oh my days, Siam. Come on, buddy. At least pretend that you're putting up a fight. I'm going to feel bad at this rate. Alright, get the slam cock. You want to join my war? Yeah, well, why not? Why not? Everybody join in my war. It's a good war, because we're going to win. Feels good winning, I'll tell you that much. Maybe I should have connected up to Chiang Mai. Oh, Chiang Mai was previously Siam, it's just that we've taken it over so fast it's made my own head spin. Well, let's not worry ourselves with that, but let's definitely clock you in here. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there you go. Good enough. That's not going to be ready in time to do anything for my supplies. But how do you connect up? I will probably want to connect you down to here some way, somehow. Because otherwise, the supply situation down here is going to be pretty rough as well. Oh, that's right, you should be put to the top. It really blows having so few factories. It really turbo blows. There we go, connect that up. And have both of these be top priority. The struggler comes in and just says hello. What a power play. Alright, how are you feeling there without your capital? Siam, not very good. 35% of them remains, 20% down, and they are going to fold, and I'm pretty sure just keep on trucking, and they're going to go bye-bye. Don't have any of the regular units holding on to this, so mayhaps I should just grab you and go trucking. Make your way over to the Nakhon Raktawatsits. They got any cities down here? Yeah, they got HoI4. More attempted invasions of Greece. How's this going? Are we pushing those allies out yet? For God's sakes, Italy, push from the other side. I can't do all this alone. Actually, I really can't do all this alone. Look at how pathetic my units are doing. Starving, starving units. This is where the trucks would be handy. The trucks would just carve around the back here. We're excavating. I'm starting to think I should really start considering my own air force. Instead of just taking other people's old banged up things, produce my own casks. I'm going to have rubber and aluminium now. I won't have good fighters, but let's believe in the CAS. CAS is good. I haven't really looked at my research in a while. More excavation, improving my tanks. Armored train because I want to have railway guns. I should at some point get military police, but we have such a huge amount of catching up to do. Oh right, if I have 50 factories, whoa, what am I doing not taking my extra research slot? Whoa, jeez. It's like I don't even know how to play this game. Alright, come on, let those bodies hit the floor. Is there anything left to Siam after we take that? They claim there is, but I don't buy it. Cut them off. They won't know what hit them. You guys should definitely be more aggressive than this. Can I just get rid of this plan and say your plan is actually just destroy the whole freaking place? Hold it, activate it, go, go, go. Somebody sitting around there, you think they couldn't go around here? UK deciphers, mate, that's going to be bad news for the North African front. However, we are pushing, and the Italians are helping out. I doubt we'll get pushed back, but you guys are aggressive, aren't you? I'm not sure that's good for me or my anything, but at least you're learning how to fight. Is Poland hard to play in this? I don't think I've ever played as Poland. There was a challenge to kill as many Germans as possible playing as Poland. I'm not even sure if that's possible anymore. Old records with that must have been based on some exploit. The easiest 22,000 infantry equipment I ever made. Anti-tank, infantry equipment 2. Nice, have been making weapons 2 for me. 153 towed artillery, improved artillery, a whole train, and a fat lot of fuel. Well, thank you kindly, but let's not let up. We know that there is still Singapore to take down, and I've almost linked up my trains, so it can't be that difficult to take them down. Surely the trucks alone could handle this. What do we know about you, Singapore? Yeah, 1 to 4. How could I possibly fail? That feels like exactly what I say before I fail something pretty badly. So let us get our trucks into position, get them down all the way to Singapore. Surely that'll be enough to capitulate them. You guys on the healthy amount of garrison. It's not called garrison, is it called area defense? They can't use the word garrison because that's now used for the actual garrison mechanic. Anyway, hold those. I've got a bunch of you. I am going to have to start thinking about defense against Papa Stalin soon, but for now... Did I go back to Papa Stalin and ask him for more trucks and things? I forget the last time I went over and begged to Papa Joe. But I would like more things if he could be so kind. Yeah, does he have... Well, actually, now trucks is about the only thing I'm short on. You got any more trucks for me, Papa? He certainly doesn't. I must have asked him before. Well, I gotta say, if trucks are about the only thing I'm short on, then I am living the good life. I've even got mysterious invisible anti-tank here. I never researched anti-tank. Okay, how about you guys? I think I will take half of you and put you on the... hold that thought. You have no orders, so I'm going to have a fallback line... just around here. I bet the supplies are fine around here. And then half of you are going to be put onto a front line here. And told to also help out with this attack. So then we have 2 of you going for that. Excellent. Probably excellent. So, what does Siam give me? Rubber, right? Rubber and tungsten. A lot of rubber. Oh, what a world I live in. Not a lot of factories though, but as soon as I can, I need to start making CAS and fighters. Just start building up some ability in doing that. They are important, I'm told. Siam, the Poland of the East. Nah, they're not getting split in half. I'm just taking all of them. Let's not give credit where it's not due. You guys better be moving his position on the double. Come on, truckers. Hey, Legionary Romania has joined in. Well, Romania, you have to understand there is a tax for joining the Axis, right? Get out of here, Carol II. Our good man Ion Antonescu understands what is needed. And what is needed is... Hold on, I don't even need things, do I? No. And I'd be hard-pressed to even make it seem like I need stuff. But hard-pressed isn't impossible. I do want to start having 9-3s with artillery, engineers, flames, anti-air. And could I give them anything else? I really want support anti-tank, but I want to be using more of these units. So how about we just line up a full set of 24 of those, and then all of a sudden, you have to understand. Wow, I could be giving back infantry equipment. All of these Zubivuz 30s. Anyway, trucks, support, and artillery. And even anti-air. Surely you can give me something here. Oh, they've got the trucks. They got support. They got the arty. They don't want to give me guns. They don't have anti-air. Do fascists just not build anti-air? What is their problem? Is this like something baked into the AI to make them vulnerable to the allies? There we go. They pay the tax. They're allowed into the cool kids club. Those supplies from Lend-Lease just teleport to your country? No. I have to provide convoys to bring them over, and that was really tough for a long time until I asked for convoys as well. Then it got a lot less tough. Okay, for the love of God, we can just move in here and cut them off entirely. Oh, perhaps not. They knew what I was up to. You guys, I know you're just like 6 zeros, but maybe you could just straight up join. No, I want to keep you for the fallback line in case Italy ever really, really fails in Ethiopia. Not that Italy would ever fail. I mean, Mussolini's on a roll. Oh God, take Benghazi. It'd be so good to take Benghazi. The supply situation there is grimbo. Okay, you guys in position? Yes, and we desperately need supplies, they cry out to me. Well, we're still waiting on retooling these lines. Until we do, push on through. Who knows, you might even be able to get some supplies coming in by sea. Not enough manpower, they're missing infantry equipment. Oh, now I need that infantry equipment. Romania. When I said I need all that stuff, I also meant I need some guns. You're so generous. Wow, instant encirclement of God knows how many Malayans. Not many, sadly. Combat with 8 of Malayans. AI is bad at balancing equipment needs. AI is just bad, says Modo. I'm gonna give a stab at the expert AI mod. People have been saying that I should really give it a go. Not going to give that a go. Not going to care about Italians getting invaded on their own island. Vichy France is guaranteed by Germany. What would happen if I declared war on Vichy France? Would anything happen? They're guaranteed by Germany, but I'm in a war alongside Germany, so what would it all mean? Okay, let's hunt and destroy. Let's also be wary that I haven't sent my fleet down to help down here. And I don't think I can unless I find myself a... Do they even have an airfield anymore? I'm so hesitant on building airfields in my opponent's territory because last time I did that, they just got it for free. And that disgusted me to a ridiculous degree. Let's see, you guys are flying around here. I don't like assigning you to armies because I found that when I assigned the plane to armies, I could have sworn they were turning these on and off themselves. I didn't like that. I don't see any good reason that they should ever be off. You're still there with your 17 out of 1,000, right? I thought I told you to come back to Tehran. In fact, I'm almost certain I did. And then there's you. Maybe I didn't set you to be up to 1,000. Possibly not. We'll take you down to 1. And then bring you up to... It's changing the type of plane because I have so many different planes. Okay. That's fine. And we'll just make sure that both of you hang around here in Tabrits. Maybe Tabrits is a bad idea. That's going to be important for when I fight the Russians. Hang out over here. Just my deficit airbase. Being in faction with Germany overrides guarantee. They won't join. So it seems like, let's say you were Italy. The #1 thing you would want to do is fabricate on and declare war on Vichy France. That seems like a good idea. The AI turns off the air orders to prevent overstacking. It never turns them back on again. Right, that must have been what was happening. I recall it grinding my gears somewhat. 9 days? I thought it said 6 before. Well, the situation with supplies here is horrible, but it seems like we're having no real trouble just driving on through. Or getting out and pushing through. Ah! An actual truck with fuel in it. Never thought we'd see the day. Expert AI knows about division design meta at least. No more submarines or free CAS spam for the player. Free CAS spam, huh? Oh. There we go. That's more like it. They want to give me even more on a monthly basis. I don't even have to ask them anymore. The AI just wants to give me their stuff. Speaking of giving me stuff, the USA has always been a good help at that. I couldn't help but feel they could be a better help with that. It's a bit of a shame that I don't have a deficit of infantry equipment, though, because that's one thing that, that they are super good for. So let's just add some of that, and then come back to you. And oh, that's the problem. They're only giving me whatever that is. Could you please give me some support, some anti... Oh, God, does no one build anti-air? Anti-air is so good, I can't imagine why you wouldn't build it, says the guy who's not currently building anti-air. Give me some fighters. Nobody seems to build transport planes either. Doesn't seem to want to give me any guns now. He's giving me 0 guns. That's not very nice. Uncle Sam, not quite as nice as he once was. Okay, Benghazi goes down. Benghazi hopefully goes down. Oh, they do not want to give up Benghazi, do they? Okay, alternative is taking out anything other than Benghazi. Just anything we can do to cut Benghazi off from the rest of this. Do not give them Tripoli. This is a doomed fight, don't bother with that. This fight is also not going particularly well. Oh god, I can watch my CAS getting shot to shreds here. What's going on? The enemy have brought in a bunch of fighters and bombers, and yet somehow we do not have the skies. How can this be? The UK build anti-air. Well, I mean, in a way I'm glad to see that somebody does. You could allocate command power on that air zone to increase efficiency. I often forget that that's possible. What was the way to do that again? There's something here, right? More ground crews. Spend 20 telephone mana. Gain an efficiency boost in Tripoli. And, well, I'm sure that did something to somebody. Germany does not need anti-air on the ground. They cover the skies instead. Yeah, until they don't. Let's see, we're on 41. Dispersed industry would be nice. Construction is also nice. Everything is nice. I'm never going to produce those guns. What I should do is get myself... You know, if I get some anti-tank stuff, my piercing will go up. 100% extra piercing on you brings you up to piercing 10, which makes them as good as having modern weapons. That's probably good. Is there anything better to do with my time here? Nah, give me anti-tank. Because otherwise I really suck at piercing anything, so I don't even have anti-air to point at them. There's a lot of Brits over here. This isn't very nice, and my supply is struggling. Of course, I can't get supplies through the sea, can I? And there's no way in heck I'm going to be able to build up a supply hub here. Well, we have a supply... Oh, right, there's a thought. Why don't I build a train line over here to Tobruk? Yeah, bypass that entire problem. Yet another brilliant idea in my long line of brilliant ideas. There we go. And that should supply this area, I hope. We can see. You could build a port there. It takes 1 month with 15 factories. We already have a port here in Tobruk. Unless you're saying maybe I should build a port here. But it also means another port that we have to defend. Yeah, well, why not? Why not? Let's build ourselves a wee naval base over here. Sure enough, it'll be done next month. There, just hold that. Something there will help out the supply situation. Germany turned all its big anti-air guns into anti-tank artillery. In game or in real life? Not that interested in real life. What I am interested in is taking Singapore. Why is it taking so long? I understand we have no supplies, but come now. A minor problem. Well, here's your problem. You're not encircling them. Oh well, you are straight up killing them. That's also an option. Right, instead of going there, go there. Don't let them into this lovely load of... Wow, Singapore gets themselves a lot of forts. Can't wait to hold on to this myself and enjoy all those sweet supplies. My real hope is that I export a lot of supplies and get a bunch of factories for them. Is there a quick way to see the amount of factories you get from export? I know you can hover over these, but I'd like to just say, click here and say from import. Oh, there we go, from exports plus 12. Smashing. Also, let's bring that up a bit. Real life. I've not played as Germany, but I assume a little bit of both. Okay. I can't see the appeal of playing as Germany in this game. I mean, some people have tried to tell me, oh, it really can be difficult, but... Really? I mean, you are the main character of the game. Everything is made for you. Wow. Even some Italians helping us out here. Damn you, Benghazi. Damn you, Italians. Oh, one thing I should certainly be doing is making sure that this stuff is garrisoned. Get Mr. Garrison in on that. I could do with a date check. When does Mr. Hitler go for the Russians again? I was told before and then promptly forgot, because that's how I operate. Can you just drive around here? That'd be nice. Speedrunning the war is fun, says Zingus. Maybe for a lazy Sunday afternoon. What's it going to take to flip Singapore here? British Malaya will capitulate at 15%, but you've got stuff here. Okay, well I hope I don't need any of that. Actually, all things considered, there's this whole government in exile bonus if you do capitulate them. Maybe it is better for me that they don't capitulate and I just hold on to their land. Yeah, I'll believe that. Jake, you play Germany when you get tired of all the exploits, crank up the difficulty all the way up and then still go to town. Couldn't you just do that with any other country? I don't know, but yeah, on all my times playing Europa Universalis, for example, I could never stomach playing as a major. It's just like, oh boy, I don't feel like having fun today. Let's do this instead. Oh boy, this situation's a bit grim. Should you guys even really be attacking there? Maybe I should hold this order for a little bit. I hope I'm not the one attacking there anymore. It is still me. Right, come on. No need to throw your lives away, lads. Hold the line. Get all Kirihi on the situation. Oh god, you're being pushed out of there like nobody's business. What are these allies made of? Oh, they're made of everything they can squeeze out of Benghazi. We apparently have the air superiority, which is nice, but they are giving us a rough time. Maybe I could come over here from the other side, but it's all for Connaught if they hold Benghazi. And it's super for Connaught if I don't get any bleeding supplies myself. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. That's some good pushback by the... that is some damn good pushback. I'm almost getting overrun there. Maybe they straight up have better divisions. Almost certainly. I'm just throwing my ragtags at them. My no-org, crappy, out-of-date, miscellaneous equipment units. But I know what will save us. A new doctrine, like a frontal containment? All infantry, motorized mech, organization up. Yeah, sure. Gimme. Jake, a buddy of mine, exclusively plays France in EU4 and then was surprised when he didn't have the skill set to reform Rome as the Byzantines. Well, different people look for different things in these games, don't they? Holy moly, these guys are made of something fierce. I didn't happen to find an airfield here, did I? Because that would be useful. Well, I certainly didn't find supplies. No, we got this. Probably choked at that point there. No, it comes down through here. Should all be fine. Still, though, there really no airfield? I can see planes here, so maybe they have an airfield down here, or maybe I'm being incredibly blind and I don't see it, but I really don't see it. It's alright, we'll get into position and have them driven out one way or another. Should probably disable some of those trucks near Bangkok. Disable the trucks. These aren't trucks in Bangkok, these are my garrison divisions. Why does my garrison... Okay, no, that's completely different. These are just nice, fresh-faced guys. What I should consider is coming down here with garrison, but nah, not yet. We're good. How do you disable trucks that are driven by madness and fueled by theft? Hey now, we don't steal anything. We ask, and they are not obliged to provide. Of course, if they don't provide, well, that's their problem, isn't it? Okay, I'm looking forward to getting myself some railway guns, very quick to research. It says I have outdated production of civvy trains, but I am not so sure about this one. Has anybody run the numbers to see if armoured trains are actually worth it? Because they take more iron, they take more industrial capacity, and there's no real way of seeing whether or not they actually survive longer. I don't know, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. This makes you lose 17 days of... What, really? It depends on what the enemy bombs them with. I only make war austerity trains, otherwise no. I mean, I can't imagine I'm going to get bombed very often. They only do anything if you get bombed. Okay, well, let's not bother with that, though. Hopefully it's not going to keep telling me about this. Since you asked... Unternechmen Barbarossa starts on 22nd of June. Perfect summer weather for a nice summer stroll into Russia. That's not far away from now. I was really hoping to push the Limeys out of North Africa, but they're just getting bolder and bolder, probably because they have no other fronts to care about. Ah, but look who's arrived. The Germans are here. Well, a division of Germans are here. With some backup. Cute little tiny tank there. Hopefully they'll help out. And hopefully someday I can push these suckers back into the sea. But I really, really need Benghazi. Maybe just let them whittle themselves down, and once we get our own org back, we can just shove them out of Benghazi with a lot of coordinated attack. But I don't do coordinated attack very well. No siree. Where the hell is your airfield? There's bound to be one. There are planes around here. I'm pretty sure they're not mine. Also, could all of these guys just take this out? What is... Holy macaroni, that is not going easy. Supply situation burning. Maybe part of the problem is that you're going through here instead of taking supplies. Did that help or hinder? I don't know. Whatever. Move in anyway. Looking better, looking better. Enemy has air superiority, Malaya. Don't I know it? Where the heck is... There it is! Don't think I didn't see that. Italy is losing Sardinia. Build a rail to Cotabahru. I'm not going to claim to know where Cotabahru is. I am, however, building this railway line. You must be losing so many men. It's fine, we've got millions more to lose. I'll see, we've lost fewer than Germany and fewer than Italy. In fact, we've almost contributed more to this war than Germany themselves. We are so damn good. The port in northern Malaya. Ah, I see what you mean now. But... we're almost down to here. It's probably not worth the time to build this. But maybe it absolutely is. It's not like I'm constructing many other things worth my time. Why is this on hold? Did I imagine that? It's possible. I imagine a lot of things. Anyway, that should be extremely quick to do. Yeah, it'll take just a few days, and that should solve some problems here. But the war might be over by then, at least with Singapore. If you declare war on Spain, Germany can take Gibraltar, close off the Med to the Allied landings. I don't want to declare war on Spain. They're a good potential ally. Nice, these guys are getting trimmed out. Do we hold this yet? It's hard to tell which province it's in. It is in this one. And it's a pretty good airfield. Then we absolutely want to take it. March on in, please. Hopefully they're not going to move in to disrupt us. And that's going to kill their air superiority. There we go. Now their planes can't be helping out. And I can finally bring in the... Where the heck are all my planes? I guess I shoved many of them over here. So it's going to be up to you guys to move down and help with the final push here. That looks much better. Oh, Yugoslavia! How could you do this to me? Maybe you could pay the tax? No. I'm going to be called into the war with Yugoslavia, no doubt. And I don't see any reason not to agree. Speaking of giving me things, who isn't currently giving me things and should be? I'm amazed the USA was able to hand over all that stuff without issue. I need some anti-air, and I need some trucks. I need a lot of things, US. You gotta help me. They don't want to help me. Oh, they don't like me anymore. It's still a wee bit away from the US joining in, right? So if I just improve relations a bit with them. Maybe I should stop improving with Papa Stalin. I think we already did. How's Papa Stalin's equipment stuff looking? Oh yeah, Papa Stalin gave me all that he can. So I think it's high time he gave me a bit more. I'll cancel these, and I will improve with the US again. Great use of political power this, better than anything else you can do. And that makes sense, right? It is political power, not apolitical power. I finally have 1936 tanks. I'm wondering if this is actually in any way a good idea. Why am I researching... Oh, I wanted to be able to transfer things over to other tank chassis, but I'm not really sure this was ever a good idea. I'm never going to be big on the tanks, surely. Well, what is worth my time? Better artillery is always worth my time. Anti-air would be nice, but I don't have anti-air. Right, let's buff our artillery. They don't like the world's #1 weapons dump. Outrageous. This is a great way for everybody to train how to use all the fine weapons that are out there. Hold and destroy. Oh, it's a bad day to be you. They melt. Oh, my days. Yeah, I'll help with your Yugoslavian endeavors. And he's going to offer me an Avia. Declining will stop any Lend-Lease. I will stop any Lend-Lease. And I will request a new Lend-Lease. I need more okay, well I need some sport equipment. And some okay. Some artillery. Some anti-air. Why does no one make anti-air? Please. I do need it. There we go. Now give me that. And while we're at it, Soviet Onion. I want your trucks. Okay, I don't want your trucks. Enough, apparently. Ah, oh, finally, someone's going to give me anti-air. What a world I live in. Fighters, Cass. I always want to check for transport planes, but nobody ever gives me transport planes. I'm really saddened by that. There we go. We're going to sap the Soviet Union guns before they can even fire it at us. You need to make anti-air yourself. Yeah, I need some more factories. And I'm not finding them here, and I don't have the IC to build them myself. Myself. Anyway, I will put anti-air here, so that hopefully someday I have some. Any factories I get can go onto that. Not sure if making all this artillery is my best idea, but I have a lot of people, and people work well with artillery. Okay, yeah, this is great. Let them burn themselves out trying to attack us, and once they are all out, ruin their day. Oh, wow, what an overrun. Excellent. Now I have so many resources that I can finally turn off my imports. Bye-bye imported steel. I never need... Wait, what? $14 steel available in Singapore. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, well, I guess I do need some then. Soviet Union, I take it all back. I do need that steel. Sweatshops won't exist for a couple of decades. Travesty. At least they're not very resistant to what I do. However, we did not flip them. They did not cede to us there. That's a shame. Actually, it might or might not be a shame. I'm not sure yet. Let's drag you around so that the guy on the right is the guy that takes the right side of the map. There you go. You only need 12 divisions. You have 33. So that's fine. And you're fine. And then everybody else I have, I'm going to... Well, everybody else I have for garrison, I'm going to dedicate to Europe. This is my way of paying them back for everything they gave me. They're not all trained, but frankly they don't need to be. I think I should just deploy them. Yeah. Now garrisons don't get much, like, at all. Sometimes I wonder if they should have anything more. I could give them shovels, but that costs a lot of support equipment that I'd rather not give them. If they do get pushed back, they should hopefully hold things off long enough for, say, Germany to help out with that. You don't get 100% of occupied states immediately, it builds up with compliance. I wasn't expecting 100%, but I was expecting enough to see through my own needs. Italy will get invaded soon, they already lost Sardinia, yeah. Yeah, let's set this up then. I'm just strongly considering if I should give them either shovels or artillery. I don't have any sport equipment, and I don't have any... Well, that answers that question then. The game is more fun when you play around with such a lack of items. Hold on, how are they even going to get over here? Can they even freely sail over? How can I walk to... Nah, surely they'll just take a boat over. It can't be that hard. But... Oof. What about collab government espionage? Yeah. I haven't been collabing anybody. Well, I intend on crapping out some subjects if I can shave off anything from my enemies. But who knows, maybe in due time all these people will become model Persian citizens. Look at the Iraqis. They couldn't be happier underneath our glorious overlordship. Oh my, jings. Oh, the Israelites are having a great time. They love me. They can walk freely over once you smash Turkey. Turkey takes a while to... Oh, I bet Turkey wouldn't take so long to be attacking now. Guaranteed by German Reich. But maybe they are well worth taking on now. Well, maybe not with the Soviet Union right around the corner. Spies help with resistance. I'm aware of that, but I only have one spy. Oh, good lord, this is rough. Maybe you should be doing that since you're not doing anything else. Root out resistance here because it's just going to spread from there. Still working on this railway line apparently. Am I still getting pushed back? Not so sure about that. This is a shame, but it is also tying up a lot of allied units. If they ever get, say, encircled... What is your problem? I think it's just that supply can't flow due to enemy ships here. Kinda wish I had some bombers, the ultimate anti-air, anti-naval. Yeah, the battle here all the time is preventing this from being built. That's okay though. Can you mill access to Russia just to get them into Europe? I did butter up Stalin. Ask for military access? Nope. He has reasons to be hostile with me. I mean, I could sail over, but it seems like a risky proposition. Close air support does fine against ships. Is that so? Is it in any way safe for me to sail my units across the Eastern Mediterranean Sea, or are they going to get blasted to smithereens? Because I do need them in Europe to help protect these guys. Oh, would Turkey give me mill access? Yeah, they would. You know what, I think I'll just take my chances with it. If they all sink and die, then at least I'll remember the lesson. So, garrison down in here, because that's right along the train line. Smash all of them down and make some more of them. But they're on low priority here. And you're going to get yourself a new fancy chappy here. Who knows anything about defending? Look at that. Defense skill 3. You're in charge of this. And your job is to garrison all the coastal areas around here. I mean, it would certainly be a new thing if the D-Day hit in Bordeaux, but let's not leave that to chance. I'm here to finally repay the generosity of my European benefactors. Should help out here. And I'm not sure if it makes any difference to connect it up here, but I will. Oh, no, not Vichy. It's just going to be nicer if I have it all connected up, I'm sure. Right, Italia, you are awful at what you do. Although you've been surprisingly competent this run, so I'll give you that. Let's just make sure that all of that is relatively safe. You need 33 divisions, you have 50. That means it's really only going to be 1 or 2 on most of them. Pretty sure they can hold whatever happens in Denmark quite easily. Alright, there you go. Get on that. We'll see what you do. You're going to sail over. Well, best of luck. But maybe, just maybe, I should, just in case it comes down to it, move you folks over to here and tell you to look after the Mediterranean Sea one way or another. Supply situation here is still grimbo. This railway is being built, however. It's even being upgraded. I don't recall making it better like that. Resistance to occupation. Yeah, you don't say. These people want to stop giving me stuff. That's fine. I've taken plenty. Of course, I always want to take plenty more. That's right. Did I ever go back to the US and demand their stuff? I mean, they've already given me all their stuff, haven't they? Yeah, everything has been transported over, so let's just cancel all of that. How's Papa Stalin looking? How's German Reich looking? Still working on a naval effort? Did I already get all of your stuff, Soviet Onion? No, far from it. Alright, well, then I'll just worry about taking Uncle Sam's stuff. Uncle Sam, Comrade, Bitte, I need guns, and I need... What do you mean you're not going to give me artillery? I do need artillery. They just don't want to give it to me. Alright. As long as you give me trucks, we're all good. And a new mishmash of fighters. Wow, 10,000... Was that 10,000 guns? I'm certainly shy of a lot of them, but that's okay. Jake, you need to change the cast mission. You're right, I do. But they're not here yet. It's a shame you have to wait until they arrive to do anything with them. Oh dear lord, we got pushed back. Well, that's not good. God, the Allies are really giving it all here. How do they do it? Okay, finally got my extra research slot, and I need to take care of that resistance. Ah, now what can I be investing in? What do I want? What do I need? Maybe consider making my own fighters at long last. Nah, industry is good, output is good. They probably have actual supply. Well, yeah, they can go through here. Again, if I... I like my cast helping out with the fighting here, though. Giving your garrison guns would take better care of the resistance. They're only short 700 guns. I'm at a loss as to why they don't even have those guns to begin with. They're on high priority for it. Cass agility up, yes please. And couldn't I be making something else? Still working on my basic flame tanks. But maybe now I could make improved flame tanks. Is there any reason I'd want to do that though? I'm just not seeing it. Because you set reinforcements to high as well, they're splitting it 50-50. Well, that's fine. Probably. I mean, I'd hate for these guys to run out of their guns, but man, they are getting pushed. They're getting shredded. Could we please get this supply line finished? If that's even going to help here. Alright, good to see Yugoslavia going down. How's my... How are my troops doing? Wow. They're making it, and they're not even all dying. That's amazing. Well, as long as they just get over here, all is well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, stay away from me. Let me land. Oh, well, you're not letting those guys land. Huh. Yeah, that looks like all 50 made it. Might have lost a guy or two. Ooh, I am impressed. Very impressed at how these guys are pushing. Maybe I should have a unit, like, fly along here. Wait, whoa, what am I doing? I've been wasting all this time with these guys down here. They've been doing a fat lot of nothing, except for burning to attrition. It's not long until it's Uncle Stalin o'clock. Right, I need my units in position. Are my garrisons here? My garrisons are here. Although I kind of wish they were on Singapore. Oh, they are in Singapore. Very good. Okay, I don't have a lot of units for this. Ignoring the garrisons, I do have more trucks. And hey, some of those trucks even have the artillery that they need, but not all the trucks they need. And then I've got my 9.3 Art Eng Flames, which are horrifically short on artillery, of course they are. They're short on a lot of things. No, they're short on everything. It's not magic, really. They have supply, so you don't, so they push you back. Yeah, it's a shame about that. I mean, I do have this railway line coming over here. What's the problem, anyway? There's a way to click on you and... I mean, if I had trucks, I'd give you trucks to help out with that, but I don't have trucks. Lost 15 to attrition lately. What's the thing I do to... Oh, maybe you specifically need a supply hub to make that go better. A port on the front line. I was building a port, but it disappeared. Got eaten up adjacent to Benghazi. Something else I could do is just have a fallback here and accept the fact that there's going to be Allied presence here. Just let my... Oh, well, no, I'd want this airfield, wouldn't I? So it would have to be a fallback of 1, 2, 3. Oh, good thing you're not getting pushed back here. Right, a fallback of 1, 2, 3. You guys can do it first. So, fallback line, 1, 2, 3, get on it. And then I'm just going to fall back. So the Allies hold this. Yeah, sucks to be us. Jake, it's a bit to port, so it gets its supplies by convoys, not rail. What, really? I thought you could rail over to these... Huh. It made so much sense in my head. My supply situation's gonna suck here for a long time then. And I don't want to spend the 20,000 it takes to build up my own... Gosh darn it, it would have been so much better if I just garrisoned these earlier on. Forced on fallback. Forced on fallback. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, forts on the fallback. That is a decent idea. Oh, right, I can't do that because I can't build forts on Allied land. The alternative thing is I fort up my own fallback of here, which I already did do, but I'm thinking about it, maybe it could do with another one. Or I just say, you know what, I'll just let them take all of this, there's no point in me killing myself for the Italian line, and just hold this line. The thing is, if they ever get through this, oh, I'm going to be in a sore situation. Might be better just to pull back then. You can. A port acts like a supply depot, it's just that convoys have a high throughput, so you primarily get supplied via sea. Right, well, that's all nice and well, but I think I'm going to work on keeping Al Imenen. Yeah, I'll just pull back to there. It sucks to just let the Allies have this, but probably better than burning as much as we had. We had our one good chance of taking Benghazi. They reinforced more than we could handle. Accept the losses and pull out. Cut that, and in that case, you guys should actually maintain your fallback, because again, I don't want to lose this either. If something really bad happens on this line, I don't want to accidentally lose this too. Just I don't think I need to fort that up. I can't imagine this immediately crumbling. It's Italian Africa. It'll take a while to fall. Or so we hope. What am I going to do with the red people then? I got 2 lines to care about with the Soviet Union. And I should probably start really caring about them. 10 of you guys line up here. No, maybe the 10 should line up over here and just push wherever they can. I do intend on fattening up these lines in due time. The 24 of you are going to hold here, and I fully expect a big, fat, juicy line here in time. So I'll need a lot of you to spread on out, and I will want you folks to hopefully pincer around and cut them off. That's my dream. So if you guys don't have any plans, just have a little bit here. Oh, crossing that river is not going to be fun, is it? Well, it's not meant to be fun. Still, find some way to get over there, and then we'll cut you around. I also want you to pull back. Hold that. Do not go there anymore. And it's probably for the better that you go here and you keep this Egypt area in lockdown for when we get attacked here. And we almost certainly will get attacked here. Take Baku first, that's where all the oil is. Oh, I fully intend on grabbing that oil. I can't imagine this being of much strategic use to anybody. Okay, hopefully everybody's going to move as fast as they can. Oh, some of them are just strategically getting the hell out of there. Good. Some of you are already dug in. Oh, right. Some of you probably still have your fallback line. Yeah. Nah. None of that. Make sure that all of you are assigned to this. And then, good, they're all strategically deploying over there. And they're all good regular units. Good. You won't have enough supply in the Caucasus for the front. Yeah, I'm well aware of that, so I need to build up supply. Oh god, I don't even have anything to go over to here. There's no supply hub. And I don't want to build one. What do you have? You've got a supply hub over in Baku, so I need to prep myself for that. If I prep up a pretty high level train line to here, it's just a 1, 2, 3, 4 job. Yeah, maybe start it from here, so it's just a 1, 2, 3 job. Okay, that means this Alexandria to Tobruk line is no longer something I'm interested in. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's great. Up it to about level 3, top priority. And on top of that, where are my spare planes? Do I even have such a thing? Probably getting bombed to crap by the Allies here. Probably, but those things fix themselves in due time. Blow up the Suez Canal. Not on your Ned Kelly. Develop the Baba Gagur oil fields. Oh god, 15 civi factories. That's a lot of oil, but oil is one thing that I am not starving on, so I'll pass on that. Keep the infantry in reserve and push with the mechanized towards the supply hub. It's not mechanized, it's just motorized, but yes, I do intend on doing that. Actually, I got all these trucks. Almost all of them have all the goods they need, just not trucks, and I don't produce my own trucks. Maybe I should do that. Even just a little bit of me making trucks would probably go a long way. Just to get a steady stream of them in. But man, do I wish I had more military factories. I'm someday going to have a new military factory in Isfahan. At least I'll be able to take some mill factories off of Russia when it comes to that. If you fort up all the narrowest 3 tiles south of Egypt, you can hold it for all eternity. I just don't expect to have to hold it. I mean, is Italy really going to lose all this in a jiffy? I suppose I could do a very small amount of forting up here. Could hold that, but I think this is a better line to have, surely. It is Italy. Italy that's been doing surprisingly well this campaign, lest we forget. Okay. You should be well supplied by Alexandria. We're just getting the heck out of there. Well, we're not getting the heck out of there enough, guys. It's fallback o'clock. Leave this line for our esteemed friends to take care of. Actually, I worry that I'm going to let that... Oh, boy! I made a mistake. Big mistake. Let our lads out. Did I lose anybody there? Probably. Yeah, they're pinning us down. That's why we're not getting out of there. Come on, lads. Just get out. Yeah, I think you lost one of your units there. And you lost one of your units as well. Oof. Uh-oh. Oh boy, I am certainly handing them an encirclement here. Ah well, lessons learnt. Actually, no lesson was learnt there. How are you meant to do a better retreat? Those guys like eating sand. Well, I did what I could, but the Italians were unwilling to help themselves, so too bad. Did I actually assign anybody to holding this? Not you folks, because you guys are on this, but now you're short a unit. And you guys aren't going to hold it yourselves. I need an actual unit dedicated to this. There are you guys, but that's not enough. What are you guys made of? 10-2 Art Eng Flame. That could be handy. I don't know how many is a good number for this, but slow and steady, pull units off manually so you can contract the front without leaving holes. Ugh, don't like the idea of that. To retreat from an engagement, you have to right-click on a province next to a fight. Clicking far away means they'll stay and fight and get surrounded. Aha. Well, that's useful. Right, I still need somebody to hold this. Should I just pull out a couple of my units? Well, certainly not going to be trucks, that's a waste of time. Some 9-3s. Maybe grab some of these that are actually ready. How do you deploy just the ones that you want to click on? Often when I click on this, it deploys everybody that's ready. And I don't want that. Is this going to pop it out? Okay, good. It did just deploy one of them. Just deploy a few of these guys who seem relatively tanked up. Give them some nobody. Nah, give them somebody. These guys that all look the same. Because they are. There you go. Hold that forever, please. Get my anti-tank for all those tanks I'm probably being attacked with. And then what? Can't quite upgrade my shovels. Don't care about war austerity train right now. I would like the anti-air I have to fight better, but I don't have a lot of it. Would someday like to... we should work on industry, surely. Construction, please. You should have at least level 4 bunkers in the zones you plan on defending for a long time. You think? Because I've only got level 2 here. Ah well, I'll believe it. Oh, I've already got that queued up for that. I'll up these ones, though. Don't bother with these, they'll repair themselves. Air wings with no mission, that's the plan. Can I tell them to do something else then? I don't know. Yeah, wow, I gotta hand it to the allies. They did an amazing job at taking this over, and it looks like they're sailing in yet more. And the Italians are not doing a good job with Greece. It's funny, Yugoslavia fell surprisingly easy. I had a really hard time with them playing as Sweden. But Greece holds on like a nail house. Do the Allies have any ships in the Med? Oh, heavens, yes. If you take Gibraltar, those units in Benghazi are going to be encircled. I have no idea how I'd realistically go and take Gibraltar. I mean, a naval invasion? Maybe, but I don't have that tech. I don't have anything set up for that. Best bet would be drop a few hundred casts, chip away at the English Navy. No, I'd rather keep this Egyptian area a bit safer for me. Chings, are you still there? Get the heck out of there. Too knackered to strategically redeploy, perhaps. Always getting ill on me, how could you? Okay, how much longer until... We're still working on a naval air effort. Someday, Soviet Union, someday. What are we so short on around here? Good God, I'm short on infantry equipment. Ooh. Maybe I have too many garrisons queuing up. Maybe I should just get rid of the ones that have chewed up all my infantry equipment. Try and save up some of it, but... Oh, wait, I think that number went up. Feels like it went up. Well, maybe my good friend Uncle Sam can give me some guns. He's already given me guns. He's trying to give me so many of them. You know what? I haven't had any goodies out of my good friend Japan in a long time. He doesn't like me very much, though. Does he even have guns to give me? Oh, he does. You have trucks? You have anti-air? No, nobody ever has anti-air. Gas and fighters, always welcome. There we go. That's 6,000 of my problem melting away. And Papa Stalin, I could do with more before you turn on me. You nasty piece of work. Papa Stalin's got the guns, he's got the anti-air. That's what I like out of Papa Stalin. He's already ready for the air fight. Doesn't have the cast, doesn't have the transport. But does anybody ever make transport planes? Also, what are you saying no to here? I thought he was going to give me trucks. I swear it still said yes when I took it. Oh, whatever. I'll grab what I can. Oh, wow! 30,000 guns from the Soviet Union! Hitler, you haven't got some spare guns for me as well, have you? You know me. Always aiming the guns at the Allies. That's why I need every gun you can spare. Forget the anti-air. By lend-leasing, you're only getting the crappiest guns. They do more bad than good. You have to produce guns I don't have the IC for that. I gotta take something. I have manpower, so I might as well give them old crappy guns and throw that at the enemy. Wow, 28,000 old crappy guns. I love it. And I imagine old crappy guns are just as good to give to my resistance fighting people. You forgot to take the anti-air from Stalin. Whoops. That's alright, we can always modify that lend-lease. It was trucks I was thinking of, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. That's not a lot of anti-air, but hell, at least it's something. Hello, I am Prince of Persia. I need your help. Playing the get-rich-slow scheme here. Right. Supply situation already looks like ass and chips here. So perhaps we should have these guys in the fallback line where there is supply first. Where are my trucks at? You'd think they'd be getting over here and muckle fast. What was the date again? June or July? So I'll have to wait a bit. Maybe I can just wait around in crappy supplies just for a short while. But I do want the rest of my trucks if they're available to help out. And aside from a real tiny shortage there, these are all looking good. Yeah, you know what? Down you go. Help out with that line. And just deploy when you're ready, which I think they automatically do, right? I mean, you look pretty 100% ready to me. Oh, I should have had it just set to 1. There, once they're ready, they'll come and join in. Some of them will take a while, though. All this telephone mana. What's a man to do with it? Engineer experience factor 100%. Huh. Oh man, that poor front there. I threw so many lives away. They're looking good though. Shame about the nothing on the bombing. Just the UK though. If the UK were gone, it'd be game, set, and match. So what's the quick ways to take out the UK? Especially, I suppose, if you're playing as Germany and you want them gone before the Americas starts to waken up. Is there some kind of paratroop around London, change your division to something else and then work from there? Or I imagine Plymouth is a better opportunity to go for. You just naval invade Kent. You'd think that wouldn't work so well, but maybe you can just outdo them on the skies to help out take this out. Naval bombing and submarines, yeah. That sounds more like a Hearts of Iron plan. Good God, this is grim. Right, I was saying I wanted to do this, but maybe my much better idea is to gun down for Baku. Get rid of that plan. My new and better... Actually, get rid of all this crappy plan. My new and better plan is for you to absolutely hightail it over to Baku. I need that supply. If I don't get that supply, I am done and dusted. I mean, they're already dying due to lack of supply. Maybe I really should just pull them back, because I'm just going to be throwing away trucks due to attrition here. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Right, your actual plan is just to have a fallback line here until it's war o'clock. I can join that fight on my own terms later on. And same with you, let's take at least half of you off. And just have you guys go back there. Would building supply depot not be worth it? I know it's slow, but surely. I don't know. The thing is, just taking Baku is very tempting, because I just need to take it. The thing is, I won't have supply, and the Soviets almost definitely will, so hard call. Hey, finally a railway gun. Wish I could research more factories, though. Should I begin working on military police for all the occupations? Not sure that's worth the support and the supply equipment that I cannot produce. Well, in realistic quantities. Now keep things flowing. In a way, researching engineering and stuff does research more factories. Leave only the trucks on the Caucasus. Why the trucks? I think the trucks would need a whole lot of logistic companies on your motorized, reduce supply. Yeah. So many things I want and need. Trucks fare badly in mountains. Well, these are only hills, but even still, this is a bit much. I want another half of you to hit the fallback line, please. There's just no bleeding supplies over there. What's the situation in India? Grim. But resistance is falling. In fact, resistance target is lower than its current amount, so that means good news for me. Actually, that's bad. Your resistance target's going up. Ooh, oh god. It's alright, they will slowly comply. Very slowly comply. Scaled by 99% due to insufficient garrison. They're fine. Ooh, Free France wants to give me some free stuff. I should be grabbing what I can out of Uncle Stalin while the going is good, but I just recently took all of his stuff, didn't I? You got anything more for me? Not really. Reorganize the railway system to build up a supply system or two. Ooh, right, so I never did do that yet, did I? Also didn't get my extra oil. What is that under? Emergency factory construction. Oh, but that hurts support and stability. Although, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 military factories. Oh, I could do with that. Oh, I could very do with that. Oh, how can I say no? You lose civilian factories. I do? Oh, you're right. Okay, that's bad then. No thank you. I didn't notice that part. Evidently. Add building slots. Nah. Where's the thing I was looking for? The reorganize the railway signs. Guess it's gone. If you use bigger garrisons and get a deficit of guns, your allies will supply you as long as you stay in the Reds. Yeah, well, wow. Whoa, all that infantry equipment I got from my good friends is helping out already. Nice. It's fine though. I like to think I might even have plenty by now. That'll be why they're cancelling on me. Yay, wow, you guys are also hurting on supply here, but what's new? Why are you set on trucks here? Okay, you're not set on trucks. Looked like you were set on trucks. You guys are set to bring in trucks for supplies. And you're actually getting them, which is nice to see. I did say I was finally going to make some trucks, so good on me. We just barely have things being pumped out. Love to see it. Ah, the Italians are finally keeping the Brits at bay here. They've opened up their line enough that they need more units for it, I'm sure. Unassigned... Wait, I have an unassigned truck? You must have been deployed, but I'm quite certain I told you to deploy to this plan. But maybe that's a bad idea at this point. For now... Oh, 4 of them are out there. In that case, you take them all, purple truck man, and just keep them over here. When it's time to invade... There we go, war with the USSR. That's what I need to be ready for. Not going to get a whole lot of planning bonus for it though, are we? We're meant to have grand battle plan or something like that. Oh, I believe I was asked for garrison manpower, and I think I gave them 1,000 Persians each. Well, really, I gave them 1,000 Indians. It's fine though, it's kind of what they asked for. Okay, you don't need to be there anymore. Ooh, I really should have built up this air base a bit. Is it too late to start working on that? Never. I will need air support here, so let's build that up a couple notches. Do we even make that top priority? Yeah, why not? That way I should be able to get enough planes to help out with this. Not sure if I care so much about over here. Yeah, I can already have 600, so that should be okay. And hopefully, you guys are going to be fine entrenched in there. You've got artillery. What even are you? 10-2 Art Eng Flame. You should be alright. All those different kinds of guns. Sucks to be that one guy with a Carabiner 98k. Do you get more Indian manpower than India does? They have the agrarian economy, it reduces by 70%. I'll kick them out of their little agrarian economies. Make them work for me. I'm not going to be building fuel silos with any regularity. Artillery's already built up a bit. I was looking at support companies, wasn't I? I do love logistics. It costs trucks to make logistics, though. And I might want maintenance companies to keep things flowing. Taking equipment from enemies would be kind of thematic for us, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's hard to say no to logistics. Persian quartermasters do future level physics to determine logistics for all the dozens of different guns and ammo types. Maybe they just have a really good streamlined procedure for converting them to be somehow interchangeable. Maybe the Persians have just mastered lots of different languages by now as well. Well, you know, if the Italians can actually do something with this, more power to them. But look at that, they just let the Allies take the airfields. Well, it's less for me to have to concern myself with. Our good pal Japan is taking out the Philippines. Doesn't that anger America a lot? I can only imagine that it does. And speaking of our good pals Japan, I wonder if they could ever stand to give me some more stuff. I need to get my last load of stuff from the Soviet Union before war hits. Let's get rid of that since we already got all their stuff. I think it hangs around because it tries to get you a decimal point of goods. I have a similar problem in Capitalism Lab right now where I can't 100% buy stocks in somewhere because it still has like 0.5 stocks left. Oh right, I need to make sure that I have a deficit. Wow, I can't believe I have so much artillery. My god, I've got a lot of infantry equipment. How am I so good? I wish I knew. Right, let's imagine we were training up a bajillion of these. Now what are we short on? Amazingly, still not short on infantry equipment. I wish I had a better view of what it all is. We do have this. Infantry equipment. Are any of these advanced? We have 285 of what looks like weapon 2s. Another 23 weapon 2s. This looks like 1600 weapon 2s. Rough. It updates at midnight. Okay, there we go. Now it looks a lot better. Hey, Papa Stalin. Don't worry, there's no war right around the corner for you. So until there is, if you could be so kind... Oh, he doesn't want to give me trucks. Wait, do I have a shortage of trucks? I do. He's just being a tight arse. Guns, arty, support equipment. Funnily enough, I don't need trains. Always need fighters and casts, Stalin. You understand how the war is for us? What if I make Stalin super powerful because taking away all of his old crappy guns makes him think he needs to build better and better guns? License to build subs from Germany or Japan? I'm not buying it. I can't imagine this war being won on my ability to produce some submarines. Should I keep these guys around? I should certainly keep them on low, but they're going to eat other people's equipment, aren't they? I don't think I want them hanging around eating up all of my goods. I've already got 15 of these guys. Although, come to think of it, why are they on 15? Oh god, have they been deploying? That's probably not good. What are the rest of them waiting on? Anti-air. Of course they need anti-air. Wasn't I ever starting to produce my own anti-air? Yeah, look at that. Two a day. We'll finish our needs in how long? I swear it says somewhere. But we're losing equipment due to attrition just standing around here. Right, that was on me. I shouldn't have had you deploy there. I don't even remember doing so. Oh yeah, it was to have you help out with this line. There you are. Right, my mistake. In any case, what will I do with you right now? I don't know, so why don't you just go and stand in Baghdad? I should also consider if there are any crappy units that I want to change out to non-crappy. 10-2 Art Eng Flame isn't too shabby. And if that's what all of you are, that's no bad thing. You're all garrison, 6-0 artillery, okay. 1, that's really not good. 2, there is no 2. I'm going to take just one of you, and I'm going to assign you onto this. And I'm going to have all of you change out to at least something that can do something. 10-2 Art Eng Flame? Yeah, why not? You don't have the goods for it? Well, I'm sure you'll get it eventually. There you go. It'll be a while before you need to fight anyway. Some of these guys are choking on lack of goods here. Just over here, though. I'm sure they'll overall be fine. I sincerely doubt the Russians have much supply. Ooh, well, no, they got a supply hub right here. Might be doing well for them. In that case, maybe you guys can enjoy some trucks here. Just deal with that supply a little better. Not getting actual guns, just sticks and stones. Ah, man. My decision not to build up a supply hub here could really burn me later on. We're wasting time building crap here that I don't think I need. But that means I've already finished off level 5 fort here, and level 2 fort along here. Well, I think one of them's still being finished off there. Let's make it level 3, shall we? Nah, let's not. Level 2 should surely be fine. But what else do I need to build? Mill factories are always nice. Unlike my infrastructure levels. There you go. Just get some more mill factories coming on in. If you give units in high-level bunkers maintenance companies, they will turn to factories with the amount of stuff they capture. Ah. I thought you only got that from opponents that you encircle and the like. Also, that's assuming they do get attacked, but maybe they do. Right, Cass. Let's actually work on fighters as well, and produce better Cass. Also, I've not been using any of this, and maybe I should. Aircraft designer, giving me air research speed with fighters and carrier fighters. Anything here help Cass? It's carrier Cass. Heavy, tactical, and scout planes. I mean, agility on fighters seems like the thing to get here. It will permanently affect capabilities of all equipment researched while they are hired. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, sod all of that. Maybe by now I can get my elusive gentleman to get another operative. Yeah, I'd rather like that. You've been working on taking down the resistance here. You haven't done a very good job. Minus 10%. I hesitate to take you away because all this stuff is really wanting to revolt against me. These guys don't. These guys are nice. Still though, in time they'll become nice and compliant just like the Iraqis. But I think at this point it might be a good idea to start figuring out the intel on our friends in Russia. There's a chance you'll get caught, but I need to eradicate these Russians, and if you get me some intel, maybe at this point it wouldn't be a too bad idea to actually work on our intelligence. Like if I get them some kill themselves drugs. Does she? No, I don't have military police in the garrison template. Someday I will, but not this day. Yeah, let's get them their suicide pills. It's the right thing to do. Baron Moison, it's your turn to die. Okay, what am I even thinking of producing at this point? What do I need to produce? Much more anti-air. I think the Allies are going to destroy me on the air soon enough. However, one thing I can feel very good about is how much I've gone and helped my good friends with garrisoning their lands. I'm wondering if I'd benefit from helping out by garrisoning more of Italy's line here, but I have a feeling that even if the Allies made a punch here, it's not going to work towards capitulating Italy, and it's something the Reich can come and help out with. Actually, all these guys can come and help out with. But that is determinant on the Soviet Union falling like a whole load of dominoes. That might not happen easily. Put the trucks in Ukraine, encircle the Caucasus. I'm not so sure I want to send up my trucks to potentially get shot down in the seas. I was lucky enough my garrison units made it. No, I think I'm going to use them to try and punch a line through along here so that I can encircle, hopefully around here and then across the back of these mountains. That's the dream, running along the railway lines. Of course, that requires a level of supplies that they do not have access to. I lost 5 trucks to attrition in the past 5 days. What? Ow. Past 30 days, rather. My god, Italy, what are you doing? Have we seen the birth of a finally good Italy? No, of course not, it's German units. Still though, this kind of makes me wish I was still in the front line. I could help them clean this up. They managed to grab Tobruk, or maybe they never lost Tobruk. Surprised they're not dying to supply here. That's all Germany. Well, hopefully there's still some fight in Germany for the next part. Next delivery in 10 days. How long until war with the USSR? That's doing fine. How about America? Okay, America still needs to give me stuff. But there's not much stuff I can take off them anymore. I don't need stuff. Well, I can make it seem like I need stuff. Let's hide you away. Garrison is still being produced to Mosul. Please don't. I haven't had any accidentally spit out in Mosul, have I? It's just these guys that have nothing, right? Shift click all of them. Yeah, it's just all of these guys, that's not a problem. They'll just hang around. Strangely enough, still hurting on supply here. I would have thought that they'd be absolutely fine over in Baghdad. Maybe I should march them over to Tehran, but enough things are happening in Tehran. Yeah, screw it, head over to Tehran. It's nice that I've got so many things backed up. This looks even more swell than anything did in Sweden, at least until the end of that run. The end game in Sweden was truly the time of plenty. Okay, America. Artillery, guns, anti-air, anything you can give us would be handy. Oh, he doesn't like us anymore. Let's try and improve those relations just a smidge. Come on, Uncle Sam. Think of all the good times you've had with Persia. Me asking you for stuff, you giving me stuff. Wait, what's that? Attaché sent to enemy. Ah, he hates me because I have an attaché with Japan. I could get rid of that, but it's a very useful thing. Gets me a lot of experience from his fights over in China. I'm not sure I'll be able to get enough happiness with him. Opinion plus 15. I think you get... Oh, yeah. I don't think I'll be able to get enough out of this. Do you need that experience anymore? It's always handy. It gets me more doctrines, and I haven't fleshed out my doctrines. But I think I'm about to get a lot of experience from fighting with the Soviets. Probably better to take Uncle Sam's stuff. So I'm going to take that attaché back. Just to say, look, Franklin, this is how nice a guy I am. You've got to help me, buddy. Cancel all this, because didn't I already take all this? I think I did. And then, please, Uncle Sam. I need support equipment and trucks. I do need trucks, though. Don't yank my chain like this. I don't have a load of trucks added to this, do I? Uncle Sam, come on. Oh, it needs another day to pass before he thinks that I do need trucks, doesn't it? You deserve nothing from America. No, there we go. Well now, Franklin D. Roosevelt disagrees. He thinks we do deserve it. What a nice guy. Give me some Cassin fighters while you're at it. I don't need convoys because I've actually been producing them. There we go. 5,000 guns, 200 support equipment. I don't know what a GMCCCKW is, but I assume it's really good. Probably a big gun. Oh, trucks. Trucks make a lot more sense. And yes, I'd love those trucks. Thank you. Maybe I should keep these trucks... At least another 9 trucks so I can completely fill out this spearhead. I'll keep them on low. Well, they're already on low. There we go. Keep the 9 trucks ready. Keep 42 garrisons ready. I still want these guys being prepared. But they should all be on low compared to everything else. Even you. 42 divisions of you seems excessive. Let's have 24 of you ready to rock and roll. Okay, that seems about right. So these guys are ready to help flesh out the lines here. Might not be enough. I mean, Soviet Union is enormous. I can only imagine the sheer amount of units I'm going to need to even hold a front line, let alone expand it. So, well, in a way that's what all these garrisons are for. And to that extent, maybe I should queue up more of them since they only use infantry equipment. As long as I can keep making them and I don't cause a shortage. I could probably make myself the 72 of them. There we go. Now I've got a slight shortage, but we're getting those from Uncle Sam and friends. Send back the GMCs, there aren't Fords. This stuff you're giving me for free is too crap, Uncle Sam. I demand better. Nonsense. What was that noise? Oh, it's once again telling me we're lacking 4 guns to keep the Indians oppressed. Do need to oppress those Indians. Whoa, whoa, what's going on here? You got way too many. Way too many of these. How do I split off these? I think the way forward is to put you down to 1. And then put you back up to 17 million. Same with you guys. Down to 1. And then way up. And then where are these guys? Yeah, I need more of you. I should be having you guys, and is there a real downside to not having these fleshed out? Surely not. I guess the downside is that it still eats up a lot of space in here, isn't it? So if I grab you, you, and you, and you, and you, you'll fill that up nicely. Still feel like that could do with being bigger. Nah, should be enough to punch us through. Turkey cannot be invaded until... I mean, I could... Oh my god, it still takes forever to justify on them. This damn guy, Ismet. This whole run could have been a lot different if I had fabricated on Turkey instead of jumping straight into World War II. I imagine Turkey has a lot of industry for me. But in the end, we did get India, and if I choose between India and Anatolia... And it's still not an easy choice, is it? India have a lot of manpower, but the chromium, the probably factories. How many factories do you have there, Turkey? It's, I don't even know how I have 90 there, but that's quite a lot of factories. Extend your railway on the eastern front line to the supply hub up on the Russian side. That is what I did here, but you probably mean over here. That's an excellent call. I hadn't even considered that the Russian supply hub is right there. Maybe I shouldn't have it along the front line, just have it dunk in there. Let's up it a bit so it's actually got reasonable level here. Oh god, this is level 1. That's part of the problem. I need more supplies over here, not fewer. More important than my mill factories right now. Alright. Everywhere else cool on supply? Cool as a cucumber. I worry a bit about this. An allied naval invasion here could just destroy me, because they could just take all of this. I wouldn't be able to react with any semblance of speed. They'd have all these forts and an airbase. I just have to hope that the allies don't invade me there. Yeah, knowing how to use less and fewer. It's an important thing in life. Ooh, wow, I can't believe how well the Allies hold this. But these guys are cut off. No supply, no hope. That was an excellent move, Germany. And you only sacrificed some Italian lives for it. A man after my own heart. Okay, now that we know how to commit suicide, it's time to... do what? I mean, I don't know which of these are worth anyone's time. Risk, strike. Civvy intelligence. I want army intelligence, surely. All the intelligence ones look pretty good. Anti-partisan isn't bad for suppression. Perhaps not, but I need to focus on being able to hit the Soviets pretty hard right now. Although that anti-partisan stuff does spread. Might be a good idea to... Once I break through this at least a little bit, have you down here and start dealing with the Indians, because the Indians are just... oh, they're kicking up a right stink right in the streets. They're all trash, says Thomas. Since you have a lot of planes but no navy, maybe go for the aerial mine-laying tech. My planes are pretty trash. Well, they're not even my planes. I've barely produced any planes for myself. I've been making a fighter a week and 2 CAS a month. And yet we're proud of that. That's the only homegrown air stuff that we have ourselves. God, people have strong opinions about things in this game. How do they manage it? Also, why are you getting planes? These guys are higher priority than you, and they're not getting their planes. Duplicate. You must... Okay, so I can't duplicate unless we have anything ready for it. Oh, my good pal Hitler is ready to hit them. Now... I don't really know how to do this effectively. It looks like I'm going to be low on supply, punching into unfavourable odds. But I do think if I just punch through you and just make my way up to Baku real swiftly, things will go fine for me. And then I'll only reinforce this once we have Baku, because once we have Baku, we're actually going to have... well, once I finish my line to Baku, we'll have supply, and then I can push. But I still want to push. Just let the Russians move over to the German front. You think they will? They're not going to abandon this front, no way. Wait for the AI to abandon the front to accept the call to arms. Yeah, and there's no way all of them are going to abandon, but... okay, I think I'll start building up planning bonus with you. No, delete all that order. We'll delete the fallback line. And then assign all of you onto this. They'll move into position and build up planning. Trust between giants is such a fragile thing. Why is there 0 here? Wow, I don't have enough trains for my logistics. Soviets, would you mind giving me some trains? Could you give me trains? I'm not sure they're gonna really want to give me anything at this point. They feel protective against at least one country we consider an enemy. What, themselves? Yeah, I think all my convoys are being used to get those goods from Uncle Sam. Please give me your trains before you read the newspapers. Uncle Sam, I need trains. Man, you do not want to give them to me. Oh well. It's a sordid state of affairs for us. But we do produce that train. 1 a month? Chings, that is slower than I imagined. Ah. That'll be part of the problem. Gee, is there anybody nearby that could give me this stuff nice and cheaply? Turkish steel. There we go, now I can... now that'll help us out. Right, go Germany. I have inspired Germany to fight harder by taking away all their guns, and that means they're going to have to figure out the old-fashioned way to do this. This is going to build up their war contribution a whole lot, unfortunately. I'm still the second fiddle in the Axis, but Italy's coming back. But there's a lot of really dug-in fights that contribute an absurd amount to war contribution. It's not really important, though, because... are these guys moving away? I think some of them are. It's not that important because we run player-led peace conferences, so somebody in the community can decide what the peace deal is going to be. Not me, though. Need more factories, please. At this point, kind of thinking that I really need more trains, which is a scary thought. You have a land border with Vichy in the east. Is that a concern? Well, it will be a concern if Vichy does something like become Free France. Hopefully they don't. I'm told that is a thing that happens. Surely any fair and just deal will consider relative contributions. Ah, you mean for the steel delivery? Well, that's fine. Turkey's right there as well. Well, if nothing else, my trucks are getting in position and then immediately running out of supplies. I can put them onto super motorization. Ah, I've got a lot of... oh, I had a lot of trucks in stockpiles, not anymore. Operative. Tough and well groomed. Safe cracker. Natural orator. I like the idea of tough. A torturous fist will break before this operative does. Diplomatic pressure. Steel. I mean, none of that seems very useful. Boost ideology. Stage coup. Stage coup. Nah, just take the tough guy. Alright, Mr. Tough Guy. Go and... probably root out resistance here. I'm not a big fan of all these Indians. That may or may not have come out wrong. Doesn't matter. Take care of them. They're not a fan of me, though. I don't think they'd hesitate to say that. You can probably dow Vicky and separate piece them out without anyone intervening in that war. Maybe. I don't want to, though. It doesn't seem very fitting with the run that we're doing here. How did more people... oh, right, these are just the people I left in Tehran for no good reason. Got the army department. Get the other one, please. Okay, how's it looking, Germany? You appear to be being pushed back. Come on, I'm guarding your coast for you. Stop getting pushed over by Russians here. Ah, this looks much better. There we go. The Romanians know how this war's won. Yeah, Great Britain's still in the war. No one took them out. That means big boy America's going to come in soon enough. Fall of Manila, capital of the Philippines, has fallen to the Japanese. Well, good job, Japan. We've always been good buddies, especially the part where you give me all those goods. Although they've given me plenty. And perhaps I could request some more. I'd like some guns, but well, okay, I'd like some trucks. Can I get anything off of you? They won't even give me the trains I deserve. There we go. Well, everybody always wants to give me planes, so I'll take 16 whole planes, more than I can make in a few weeks. When the Romanians do best out of all the Axis, you know Germany is screwed. Now, I'm sure Germany's just giving the Soviets a false sense of security. But it is a pretty convincing one. Of course, this isn't going to show me versus the Germans. I'm not involved in all of that. Not the Germans, the Soviets. Come on, don't lose not square mammal. That would be a shame. Soviet Union is influencing our politics. For a long time, the Soviet government has sought to align the path of our countries, da-da-da-da-da, pushing their communist propaganda with no respect for Iranian political traditions. Speeches and communist materials being distributed to the Iranian people, even a number of politicians and other officials being swayed. How dare they? Well, good luck with that, I'd say. How are you looking on that plan, and your lack of supplies? It all looks pretty bad, but I think as soon as they're ready, they just punch on in and try and get to Baku. Ooh, thank you, Japan. If you take out the Dutch East Indies and everything else here, I shouldn't have to worry much about naval invasions and such. However, that isn't nice. Uncle Sam isn't going to give me anything anymore. Oh no. America was such a fine donor to the new Persian Empire. I miss it already. And Stalin won't give me anything good anymore. I mean, he's still trying to give me this, but... Okay, then. If that's how it's going to be. I guess we'll make do with the planning that we have and join in the war. The US should be really heavily weighted to the Allies before the war starts, unless ideology flips. I mean, wouldn't they of course be that? There we go. It is historical anyway. Right. Doesn't matter. We've got a job to do. Should we all push? I think we better all push.